Today's lesson is how to make a solo notebook that will charge your smartphones. These 4 panels and a variety of other things will be used to make your notebook. Besides those 4 panels, there will be some other goodies that you'll need to make this happen. So some of the basic supplies are things like duct tape. You'll need to cover the outside of your cardboard to make a notebook. You'll also need some kind of measuring devices like a tape measure or ruler, a box cutter, and also cutter strippers for the wire. Now, it's really simple. You get a pizza box that's already been trimmed down to about 13 inches by 13 inches. What I try to do is I'll try to line up pieces of tape, 4 or 5 at a time. When you do the outside cover, it's 13.5 inches, and then you wrap the excess around. Try to get it centered, and you should have it overlap about a 1/4 inch each of the times. So like you said, I have them preloaded, pre-cut, so it goes a little faster that way. On the outside and inside, you'll need about 16 strips. It's going to take about 1 full mini roll of duct tape to be able to do this. Now notice, if you will, I go ahead and just lay it down, roll it out as best I can, and then I fold it underneath so that when you turn it over, it should be fairly even anyway, so that when you do the other on the inside part, it should go pretty fast. So the inside measurement is going to be 12 inches. Now, one of the things that you need to be aware of is when you get to the corners, you need to cut a 45-degree angle each of the corners. Can be a bit of a sticky issue just because it may not, it'll tear instead of cut, so you kind of have to get it in the right position, maybe even hold down one end. Cut it around 45 degrees so that when you fold them all over, you have a nice clean corner. So you can see when you fold it over, you'll leave a 45-degree cut at each corner, and then you use your finger, or I use ruler sometimes to kind of smooth it out so it's nice and clean. So make sure it's all tacked down as best as you can get it. Now, once you've completed that task inside and out, you're going to start placing the solar panels. They should be 1 5/8 of an inch away from the side, as well as the top, 1 5/8 of an inch. Either way, that will work. And then what you do is press down on the solar panel to make an impression on the underneath side. So when you lift it up, you'll see that impression, and you want to kind of push that down. I'm using actually a clutch removal tool, but anything will do, just so long as you can get enough pressure to move it down and make the channels where the wire is going to flow, and also where the back kind of bulges. And then when you do, you're going to be able to place it down, and it should be flush with the tape. And you just keep working that cardboard and tape until it's pressed down. Once you've gotten that done, now you go to your 2-sided foam tape. You're going to place 1 on each corner like I've done right here. And once you've got that taken care of, you're going to peel off the back to expose the sticky ends. So there I go. I tear off one side and then another, and then it'll be ready to go ahead and press down on the tape. Make sure you refit it to make it fit exactly, and in particular, it's really important is you have the wires fit in the channels that you've also etched out. Now, our next step is we need the polarity of those wires that are coming out of the solar panel. Polarity means one's going to be positive, one's going to be negative. And what I'm using there is a Pasco sensor, chemistry sensor, that will measure voltage, just like a volt ohm meter. So we're going to do just attach them. Each lead goes to a red, and it doesn't matter which one, but I chose yellow. I wrapped it around the red, and then I got the white wire and tied it around the black lead. And then I turn it on, and I measure the voltage. Right now it has 6 volts going through it, but the most important thing, it's positive, which means red is positive, so the yellow is going to be positive as well. The white's going to be negative because it's on the black terminal. So now that we have our polarity worked out, now what we're going to do is then hook up our panels in a series circuit, so it will multiply the voltage so that we can get our phones to be able to be charged. Now what I've done is I've attached the other panel to the other side, and I've run all the cables together using some zip ties. You can kind of see them there on the left-hand side. But I've put together all the white wires, all the yellow wires, all in a bunch, and then I've put leads on them again. I'm going to test it one more time, and as we've done before, the yellow is going to be positive because it's on the red terminal. That means it's positive. That's what I need because the actual port charger works off positive and negative, and if I get those backwards, then it'll actually suck juice away instead of charging it. So there is the port charger. The black line means it's a negative terminal, so it's going to be connected to the white wires. And the one without the black wire is going to be our positive. I'm going to work with that one first. So that's going to be wrapped around. So I'm going to find the black wire. That means it's negative port, and that's going to be the terminal, positive terminal, on the yellow wires. Remember, the red goes to yellow. And now I'm using a wire nut. You could, if you wanted to, use solder, but in this case, just for expediency, I chose the wire nut. So I twist that wire nut on there, going clockwise. And as I do that, you'll notice that that little bitty wire sticking out is going to be kind of taken in or sucked up as I twist that thing around and get it good and tight. And you can see once we get that done, we don't want any bare wire showing. So I'm disconnect the lead for the negative wire. Remember, it has that black stripe on it, and I wrap it around the white wires. Just give it a good twist. Take the wire nut, and then again, counterclockwise, get it nice and snug. No bare wire should be showing. So as I do that, I just want to make sure I get a good connection. And once I do that, we are ready to go to be able to put the USB adapter into it. Notice, if you will, I've also there he goes. And I'm going to show you, I've also flattened one side of the car port, or the port charger. So I can put a little glue on it to make it stay put. See, I've kind of flattened it with the disc sander, and then I'll go ahead and put the charge adapter USB. The little light right there will tell me if it works when I take it outside. So I'm kind of excited to see how it does. So let's go outside. Full sun and green light. That means it's ready to go. It's ready to charge. And you can see all 4 panels, and you see how the wires have come together, and they come together in the middle where it folds over, so it's kind of protected and has plenty of space. I put my charger cable in it, and it's still green. So let's take a look, and there it is. It's charging. I hope you'll have as much success and fun as I did. See ya.